Okay, good morning, folks. As we've seen, um, some of you who may be longing to live victorious lives, maybe think, I wish I could live a victorious life. You've got it out there thinking it's something you're trying to attain. Maybe in all of that, you may already have it, but you just don't know it. You may already be living a victorious life, you just don't realize it. Maybe you're a father struggling in this economy to make ends meet, to support a family. And you think your life is a constant struggle. You're praying for God to help you be victorious. You're praying for God to give you that next step, that next leg up to get to the next level. And you think this isn't a victorious life. But your children are looking at you as a testimony of faithfulness. Your children are seeing you persevere, seeing you refuse to resort to ungodly practices to solve your problems. Your life is a testimony to them. They see you pursue God's glory. They see you preparing yourself and living faithfully in the expectation that God will be faithful as well. It may not feel great in the moment, but victory is not measured in the moment. It is measured by the lives that are touched as God works through you to build up faith in others. So let's keep going in the story of Nehemiah. Chapter 4, 21 through 23. So we continued the work, with half the men holding spears from the light of dawn until the stars came out at night. And at that time I also said to the people, have every man and his helper stay inside Jerusalem at night, so that they can serve as guards by night and as workers by day. Neither I nor my brothers nor my men nor the guards with me took off our clothes, because each one of us had his weapon, even when we went for water. So the key here I want us to understand is that, we are not, the goal is not to win victory for ourselves. The goal is not to win victory in the immediate moment in our lives and the immediate achievements that we want to achieve in life. We can see the ongoing commitment that Nehemiah made. We can see that spear in hand from the light of dawn until the stars come out at night. They were working for victory, day and night, with no time even to change clothes under the constant threat of attack. They persevered, not so they could feel the thrill of victory, not so they could say, look at this wall we built, look at this temple we built, look at this city we reconstructed. They persevered to secure victory for God, to say, this is God's temple, this is God's city, this is being done so that we can honor and bring glory to God at the end of the day. That's why they persevered. And that's how they measured victory. There's someone that was a great testimony to me many years ago. You don't hear that much about her today. I don't know why. But there was a woman named Johnny Erickson. She eventually got married, and her last name became Tada, T-A-D-A. But when I was younger, her story became a reality right during that time. She was a woman who had a diving accident at a very young age and became a quadriplegic. She's in a wheelchair. And I'm sure if you asked her, she would not tell you that her time after her accident was a time of happiness and joy, and that obstacle was something she just leapt over without any feelings. I'm sure she had to fight with doubt and anger and depression. And even now, she's 71 years old now. And she probably wakes up every day and still has to deal with those feelings, still has to deal with, why am I like this? Why did God do this to me? Why did this happen? It would be easier to say my life is a struggle, and I'm struggling every day, and the struggle isn't going to stop, so why don't I just give up? Yet she didn't do that. She persevered. And she has lived a victorious Christian life, not because it was easy, not because it felt great, but because she didn't give up. She persevered through every obstacle in her path for the glory of God. And today she is a sought-after Christian speaker. All her life since this happened, she has been. She's a gifted artist who paints beautiful portraits by holding a paintbrush in her teeth, because that's the only part of her body she can use. She's a dynamic witness for the glory of God, who has touched many lives with his gospel of salvation, not because she wanted to win the victory for herself, but because she knew the victory belonged to God. I started this series on persevering through obstacles with this quote: "Grant us, O Lord, to remember that it's not the undertaking of any great matter, but the continuing of the same until it be thoroughly finished, which yieldeth the true glory." I want us to remember that. Persevering through obstacles, that's what brings glory. That's what brings victory. If, like me at Nehemiah, we pursue the glory of God alone, that's the first P. We prepare in the expectation of God's faithfulness, the second P. And if we persevere through obstacles and trials, I guarantee you, our lives won't be pleasant. We will not face less opposition. We will not have fewer problems. We will not be happy all the time. And we will not suddenly understand the reasons for everything that happens to us. But we will be living victorious Christian lives through which Jesus can shine and through which lives can be touched for the glory of God. Folks, that's victory. If we recognize it, if we see it, we will realize that we are already living it. God bless you.